Let's see this. We're live.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in to Live from Cleveland at Home. We are back with the crowd favorite listening party. And tonight we are joined by the band KNOWSO, and we're going to be listening through to their newest LP, which is going to be getting released on August 7th. So it's not quite out just yet. This will be like a first listen. But I am joined by Nathan Ward and Jason Garrett. And guys, do you want to introduce yourselves, say hi, and tell us what you do in the band KNOWSO?
I'm Nathan, and I play bass and sing. And I also play guitar on a lot of the stuff. Adam Zagaric, who I try to get to join on, but he's super busy. He's in like graduate school right now, but he hasn't been on the past couple little things we've done, but he's on the LP. But he did some guitar and some vocals on that one too.
Very cool.
I'm Jason, and I play drums.
Awesome. Thank you guys for joining me today. And we played a couple songs from the EP that you guys released recently on last week's edition of Live from Cleveland. And then that new EP is called Rare Old Trip. I had to adjust my camera to look at the title. Tell me about that EP, when you guys put it out, and just a little bit about the 4 songs on there.
So we released an EP when when the whole everything shut down, when everything really shut down. Jason really wanted to get some songs done, and he really pestered me until I until I did. I wrote some songs to a metronome. We have this crazy little pretty just insane technique where I record bass and some random stuff to a metronome and then send it to Jason, and he records the drums to it at his house. So he helped me get set up with recording stuff. He let me borrow a nice microphone and all this stuff. And then, so we've been corresponding digitally from afar and just recorded that way. And so we did 5 songs that way, and it was really fun. And we released it on that Bandcamp, free, artist fee day, where they don't, my video is way ahead of my voice. It's freaking me out. But, we released it when there was no artist fees for Bandcamp, and so we got to keep all the money that we made from it, which was quite a lot. Wasn't it, Jason? That was a good amount of money.
It was a pretty penny.
Not to brag, but
and blown away all those royalties.
Yeah.
Usually
We made a lot.
We did. We were able to pay the mastering fee and everything. It was great.
And so you actually used some of the proceeds as a fundraiser for races also.
I don't know if did we. I know I had a racist fundraiser for my birthday, but I can't remember. I don't think that those for that first EP anything went to races. And actually, we were planning on Jason, what were we doing with this money? It's sitting in my account, but we are planning on putting it towards some kind of organization, whether that's
I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna let you figure that one out.
It'll go to races then, just so this doesn't get too confusing. But yeah, sorry, I got really confused. But we'll put that money towards races. I think it's an awesome organization, and it's like the one. I mean, there's many organizations that do it, but they're kind of, I believe their mission is to help families and children who are kind of in those cages and those detention centers or those crazy situations locked away at the border or whatever. And they're one of the organizations that helps lawyer them up and helps them find their families again and get them out of those situations. And so
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that I don't know, for people that want more information, that's RAICES. I don't quite know what it stands for, but I do know what you're saying is it's a refugee and immigration justice organization. So that's really awesome.
Yeah.
And some of the songs on the EP are a little political in nature. Was that big inspiration for the stuff that you've been writing recently, or have you always kind of had like this political edge to some of the songs that KNOWSO's put out?
In terms of KNOWSO, I've almost never gone political, except for this new LP has kind of like this environmentalist stuff going on, but I really got sick of like the cute, like veiled, like poetry of like lyrics and stuff. And I feel like that a lot of music that comes out today is really indirect. And I've been like really studying the direct action and all that, and been really inspired by what's going on in terms of like the movement with Black Lives Matter and everything, to just make music that has a little more directly says exactly what I want to say in like specific terms. So I think it's important to lay that out there, and not worry about it coming out corny, because maybe it does, but I'm not, like, I don't care anymore. And especially since we don't have to perform it in front of people for who knows how long. Like, we have that luxury of trying out weird stuff. And one of the songs is like a total reggae song, which like I don't have to worry about playing that at a show, so which is great. But it might be fun to do once we get the chance to. So
Jason. It might be like a secret hit that you just don't even know that it's like an anthem for everybody singing in their homes, you know. So
yeah.
You'll find out eventually.
Yeah, we will absolutely never know until the Happy Dog opens up again.
Exactly, Sean Watterson. It's a call to action.
Yeah.
Did you find that you had a lot more time right now to write new material, or has it actually been the opposite? Has it been like a really, really busy time for both of you during quarantine?
Jason, you've been pretty.
I've just been recording a lot and working in my yard.
You also mixed. Did you mix both the EP and the LP?
I didn't mix the LP, but I did the EPs. I recorded the LP. Well, I guess we recorded the LP.
Yeah. Well, no, you did.
No.
Don't be so modest. But yeah, like Jason mixed all that stuff and spent a ton of time. Like, he's probably spent way more time mixing it and everything than, like, way, way, way more time than I actually spent writing any single riff. Like, so thank you, Jason.
Yeah, I always find that interesting, the dichotomy of the work, like what the actual breakup is of the writing versus spending time to record. And so when we were talking a little bit earlier before the interview started, you were saying that actually this EP was recorded most recently, and that the LP was recorded last year. So tell me a little bit more about like that timeline, like kind of having to wait on the LP to come out, but having this new material that you wanted to record. How did everything kind of fall into place to happen this way?
Well, the LP, we started writing that and we started having songs for that probably like 2 or 3 years ago, and we've probably recorded it and re-recorded it like 2 times at least.
Yeah.
One time we demoed it, which still like
nah.
I think we did a demo recording of it, and then we did a real recording, and then we're like, we need to redo all of it, and so we redid it all. And it went in spurts of like being really we would get a lot done in like a short amount of time, and then we wouldn't touch it for months. And that's because I have like a million things going on at all times, but we eventually got it out, and I'm really happy about that. It was kind of like getting it mixed. We paid to get it mixed to a guy that we like his work. I've never done that before. Had like someone else mix our project, but we were having such a difficult time like trying to get everything right for it. So we had this guy Ben Greenberg do it, and there was like some timing issues with that, going back and forth, some other things going on there, and finally we got it together, and then like everything slowed down because of this coronavirus and stuff. And in the meantime, I was trying to get labels to put it out, and every label was completely strapped or like backed up or completely like screwed over by like pressing plants closing down. There was a pressing plant that or something that caught on fire in Japan, and that's where everyone gets their something. I don't know. I don't know enough about the topic. Do you know what I'm talking about, Jason? Some vinyl factory like exploded or something. And
pretty much, yeah.
And that's why we couldn't get a label to put it out. So
that's pesky fire. That explosion.
Is that why?
Yeah, that's totally why.
You do bring up a good point, which we've covered before on the program, is in that it's difficult right now to put an album out because while everybody has like a lot of time to like sit at home and listen to stuff and download things, like the industry's kind of like stopped a little bit because nobody has any money, nobody is touring or selling a lot of items right now. So were you disappointed that I didn't kind of come together with like a label to put this one out, or were you able to find someone eventually to kind of grab onto this?
We found this label. They're actually a pretty good label. They have released some good records called Drunken Sailor. Yeah, Drunken Sailor. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, that name sounds like so many other names of things that I like always forget what it's called. But yeah, Drunken Sailor, and Dave said, "Yeah, we'll put it out." And then I was like, "Okay, cool." And I sent it to him, and he's like, "Oh, I need the album art." And I was like, "Okay, here you go." And then he's like, "Okay, it'll be out next month." And I was like, "Okay." Like that's never been how it's gone for anything that's ever come out, at least for like my stuff. But that was pretty fast. I mean, we haven't seen them yet, but as far as I know, it comes out next week. And but yeah, the coronavirus thing, like we weren't. I wouldn't say we were getting like disappointed or like anything about not having the record come out, because everything else seems so much more important. And like even though this is like our livelihood, especially Jason's like livelihood, not KNOWSO specifically, but making music, it's like, at least in my life, it seemed to like stop being the centralized force, and I could just kind of take a step back and like just get creative with stuff. And I don't know, the first month of quarantine was like awesome for me, like creatively, but when I went back to work, it all died.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer, but you were able to get a lot done when you had the time. So without further ado, we are going to listen to one of those songs that you can listen to on Bandcamp. And if you like what you hear, you can go to KNOWSO. That's KNOWSO.bandcamp.com and hear this entire EP. It's called the Rare Old EP. What does that mean?
It's like old like that is like how Irish people spell the word old, and I just think it's funny. Like saying rare old, like it's like having a good old time or having a great time.
You learn something new every day. We're going to listen to the song "The Plants." Is this one of the songs about environmentalism?
This kind of is. It's more about like I really like the idea of like old monuments and stuff getting swallowed by like nature, and just like that whole concept of just like those Easter Island heads actually have bodies and stuff, like just how nature takes control of like old things like monoliths or whatever, things that people used to worship or whatever. And that was kind of my inspiration in the song, and it's crystal clear if you can understand what I'm saying, I guess.
Awesome. Isaac, hit it.
Don't
Awesome.
Did you
And
fake
yeah,
out ending. I said, do you like the fake ending?
it got me. It got me. I was like, oh no, Isaac, let it play again.
Like, wait.
There's all kinds of little surprises in there for everyone.
Yeah. Jason loves when I and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love it.
When you can play out live, you guys are usually like incredibly tight because it's hard to pull that kind of stuff off live. And I know that you were kind of lamenting the fact that for some of this stuff that you weren't you haven't been able to play it yet live. For the stuff that's coming out on the EP, was any of that in your sets pre-COVID?
No,
the EP is all new. Like, I think everything on the EP we wrote, like, when did it come out? July. It came out on my birthday. So July 3rd, I think that we wrote all those songs in June, like the month before. So it was like, I don't know. I thought it was like, that's why I really like doing it, is because the songs are so fresh and so new when we release it. And there's like this sense of urgency about them, about like the way we release it and stuff that makes it exciting, that I like, as opposed to our normal method of like taking forever.
We're gonna play the other song that you guys had picked out from the EP called "You Lick the Boot." And if anybody was listening to Live from Cleveland last week on the show, to my weird news style broadcast, you would have heard this song. And tell us a little bit about this one. This is probably my personal favorite off of the EP.
I've been really wanting to make a like more like transition into more of like a rhythmic like dub sound for at least some songs, and we'll probably go that route for whatever next EP we come out with or whatever. But yeah, it was really fun just because like, I'm just a ska kid at heart. But it was like, it was fun because I feel like a KNOWSO style, like the way that like the chord progressions and stuff we used lends itself pretty easily to like fitting into like a rhythm like this. And Jason did some like, I don't know what you call that, those vocal effects and stuff, which made it really cool. And but I really wanted to make a song like kind of like an immediate reaction song to what's going on in terms of like the protests and the Black Lives Matter. And specifically this song is directed towards people who, they have nothing to say about, when a black person gets killed by the police, but they're the first ones to stand up and post a picture or praise the police for like joining in to like protests and like kneel in silence or like hold up a Black Lives Matter sign. And it's just like, you're propping up the ones in power. You're propping up the oppressor. And it was very frustrating to me. And I feel like Cleveland music in general, not to like, I don't mean to like do a blanket critique of anybody, but I think that a lot of stuff doesn't go in the very political realm or doesn't go very direct. And like I've been in the same way, and that's not like accusing anyone of anything, but and when they do, it's not direct enough or it's vague enough and it's distant enough. And I wanted to just like do a song that was an immediate reaction to it, like a relevant topic that, kind of targeting neoliberalism or like, the moderate who thinks that they're something else or whatever. I don't know.
And maybe people will finally stop comparing you guys to Devo. So we can only hope that.
Yeah, maybe this is the way out. Maybe like reggae is the way to get out of the Devo. I don't ever want to hear someone say Devo core. I saw that.
Ooh.
I saw that word.
Yucky.
And I don't want to ever be called Devo core again.
I'm really surprised that this was the reggae song that you were talking about, because I didn't quite get that.
Oh, maybe it's not a reggae song then. Maybe like I thought it was and it's not, and that's fine.
Listen though, I like a lot of like sneaky reggae stuff. So like where you're listening to it and you're like, wait a minute, this is reggae. So
It's like a real big
I
fish.
get it. Yeah. And I want to start using this song title more often in just everyday conversation. Like when somebody is just, ass kissing, I want to just be like, man, you're just really liking the boot right now.
Yeah.
Just keep going. So yeah, so I understand, I understand what you're saying. We're with you on this one. And this is the only other track you're going to hear tonight from the Rare Ald EP by KNOWSO. If you want to listen to the entire thing, it is up on Bandcamp, and you can also purchase it there. And you can purchase it there, especially on the, I think is it the first Friday or the final Friday? Bandcamp keeps
First.
doing the first. Okay,
Yeah.
Bandcamp keeps doing the free, the whatever, royalty free Friday, and all the money goes to the artists. So knowso.bandcamp.com. Without further ado, this is "You Lick the Boot" by KNOWSO.
It's a fascist regime, but you deal with police. They made you a moron because you kneel with police. You're whitewashing the message of the disenfranchised. It's a devastating thing. Everyone is crying for a peaceful protest, so quiet that they never have to bring it up. Filling up the streets is not a new idea. Filling up the streets is the only thing that works. Firebombing Capitol is a referendum. Firebombing Capitol is a referendum. Because the ballot box does nothing. You lick the boot. You lick the boot. You lick the boot that kicks you in the head. You must love it when they kill, but you deal with police. They made you a moron because you deal with police. Filling up the streets is not a new idea. Filling up the streets is the only thing that works. Firebombing Capitol is a referendum. Firebombing Capitol is a referendum. Because the ballot box does nothing. You lick the boot. You lick the boot. You lick the boot. You lick the boot that kicks you in the head. You lick the boot. You lick the boot. You lick the boot. You lick the boot that kicks you in the head. You must love it when they kill. You lick the boot. Firebombing Capitol.
Oh, can I just say one thing about the song I forgot to mention? That I stole Sex Pistols lyrics in it. If anyone, it's a little Easter egg there. I've been doing that lately, just stealing like one line from a really popular like old song, and going from there. It gets me jump started with the rest of the lyrics. It helps.
I've seen a lot of really good Facebook threads recently about like songwriters revealing how they come up for inspiration with stuff, and like a lot of that kind of like almost reductive songwriting. So like you're either taking like lyrics from something else and like reducing them, or I also heard this really sick song the other day by this band Sorry that they totally like pretty much rip a Tears for Fears lyric and they just turn it around a little bit, and somehow that's okay. Like they're not going to get sued for it. So
yeah, well, it's like it's abstraction, right?
yeah,
And it's like and the thing is too, when you take someone else's line, it takes you out of the equation, and it makes you more like even if it's something that you would potentially write, it takes some like the humility out of it, because writing lyrics to me is like I don't know. It's like a embarrassing thing for me to sit down and do. Not like because I'm embarrassed to have to, because I think it's an embarrassing task, but just thinking about me writing something that I'm going to be shouting can sometimes I don't know, makes me feel weird. But yes, like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jason, a question for you. As far as mixing this EP went, were you working on mixing anything else at the same time? Like, have you mixed other KNOWSO stuff before, right?
Yeah.
How was this working on this one? Anything exciting about it?
It was fun. I tried some new tricks. I'm not gonna get into that, but
Don't give away your vision.
No, it was pretty easy. It was just 4 songs, but I was like mixing some new Cloud Nothing stuff that I was working like a lot on, so I kind of had like a template I could drop the KNOWSO songs in and tweak from there.
I think you dropped the Cloud Nothings into the KNOWSO template.
Actually, yeah, that's what I did.
Whoops. Somewhere there was a payoff for somebody, so let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome that that one came together. And Nathan, you did the artwork for the EP as well as this new LP too. Where can
He's
people
an
go?
artist.
I know. Yeah, I was going to ask, where can people go to find more of your artwork?
I have like a actually pretty sweet website coming out, which I've never really had a cool website, but my sister's partner is helping me build one, and it looks awesome, but it's not live yet. So for now, Instagram is like the place that I like, the only place I post stuff now until this website gets going, and it's at Nathan T. Ward. I had to put the T in there. It's my middle initial. Yeah.
What does it stand for, Tony?
Oh, I really don't want to. I'd rather not say it. It's Thomas.
Oh.
It's Thomas. Yeah, super
That's
embarrassing.
Right.
Yeah.
So embarrassing. It's all right. It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry
Yeah.
for you.
It's all right. I didn't think I'd be talking about that tonight, but it's okay. It's fine.
Let's talk a little bit more about the LP that you guys worked so hard on, and that is going to be coming out August 7th on Drunken Sailor Records. What is the title of this LP?
It's Specialtronics Green Vision, because I couldn't pick which one I wanted to call it, so I did a / title. So Specialtronics is like it's like this weird garbage store that's like 2 blocks from my house, and they have like the best sign. Like whoever made this sign, it's definitely homemade and just says Specialtronics, and it's in the most boring like single room like structure. And I like took a picture of it. I like drove my car up there really close, and I took a picture of it and like as fast as I could, and it's on the record cover, so I made sure I got it on there because it's probably gonna get shut. It's probably gonna like catch on fire one day. I don't know what they do. I don't know what a Specialtronic like is, or like what you can do with one. But they they make or distribute them there. So, but yeah. So I like the idea. I love like that word is just great, and I feel like it kind of matches our sound a little bit because I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but I always thought that our music is a little bit like how you would do synth punk like the wrong way. If you were to play like instead of synthesizers, actually play the individual notes, like single notes on guitars or something. I don't like
you only like your aunt only gave you a guitar. You didn't have enough money to buy a synth.
Yeah, exactly. So you try.
Yeah.
So you try to replicate the sound by doing some crazy like technique or something. I don't know,
I
but
like it.
we might have strayed from that because that was like the initial vision of it. But because like on the new EPs, like I'm playing like chords on some of the stuff. So, anyways, Green Vision 2 is like named after one of the songs, and that's like a direct like touch on like the environmentalist stuff I was talking about, because I wanted to like, I don't know if there's any like outright like at the time there weren't any like punk bands like addressing environmentalism particularly, and I feel like it's always just like this perpetual giant issue that needs to be talked about, and it gets pushed aside for like different news stories or whatever, or like whatever movement's going on, and that's, and like all the movement like like the movement going on, very justified, you know, but like there's always this climate crisis like looming over everything, you know, that we can't forget about. So that's what some of those songs talk about in some type of metaphor or another.
Very cool. We're gonna jump into that new LP because we are running out of time here. We've got 10 songs to get through. So tell us what the first song is that we're gonna listen to. What did you start this all out with?
It's Sea of Tranquility. It's a song. I really wanted to start a song with this like drum beat that's kind of hard to follow. I don't know. It might not be that hard to follow for anyone who's like who's paying attention, but yeah, I thought I don't know. I like the idea of it starting. Like I didn't write it as like an album opener or whatever, but yeah, it's called Sea of Tranquility, which is, I think it's like a crater on like a giant crater on the moon, and the name stuck with me, and I wanted to use it for something. So
awesome.
Yeah,
we're gonna listen to that right now here on Live from Cleveland at Home.
I'm giving up solace, giving up peace. I'm giving up the means to be me. Giving up peace, giving up peace, giving up solace, and I'm giving up peace. I'm giving up a means to be me. Giving up peace. I'm giving up solace, I'm giving up peace. I'm giving up the means to be me. Whatever it means to be me, I'm giving it up. I'm giving up solace, I'm giving up peace. Sleep deprivation tank. Thought deprivation tank would be perfect for me. Sleep deprivation tank. Thought deprivation tank. Okay, okay, okay. Epsom salts and iodine. Got no time for the iodine. No time, no thanks, no thanks on the iodine. Honey, I'm suffering, got no time. Honey, I'm suffering. Instead of damage will be permanent, I said it first. Don't step into my universe. Sleep deprivation tank. Thought deprivation tank would be perfect for me. Sleep deprivation tank. Thought deprivation tank. Okay, okay, okay. Sleep deprivation tank. Thought deprivation tank would be perfect for me. Sleep deprivation tank. Thought deprivation tank. Okay, 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 okay. Giving up solace, I'm giving up peace. I'm giving up the means to be me. Giving up peace, I'm giving up peace.
Okay, we're back with KNOWSO on Live from Cleveland at Home. We're having a listening party of KNOWSO's brand new album, Specialtronics / the slash part. Go, there it is. Green Vision.
Yeah, I've never said it out loud, but it sounds bad spoken, doesn't it?
I always have a hard time considering how to say aloud stuff with like parentheses or dashes or slashes. Would you just say it all together if someone asked you?
Yeah, if someone begged me, I would say it all together. Jason, how would you say it?
Probably all together.
Yeah, I think all together. And also I think, and I've been mean about people who use slashes in songs, especially the double slash. I hate that, and I can't believe that this is what I did. And I was gonna pick one, and I couldn't. I really just genuinely couldn't. So I should have not even done the slash. I should have just done Specialtronics Green Vision. But it's too late. Too little, too late.
Yeah, I know. Earlier we were talking about this weird blurry background that I have, and it looks like my apartment's censored.
That's what I was thinking. Especially when you were drinking the beer too. The beer was censored.
I don't know. I don't understand. Sorry about that. Just this virtual world that we're living in these days. You guys have have either of you participated in any Zoom shows or virtual shows or anything since this whole thing started?
I've watched some.
You watched them, but you haven't.
I haven't played.
It would be difficult as a drummer, I feel like, to.
I'm doing one.
When are you doing?
I'm doing one of those pizza nights.
Oh.
In August 10th. Hey,
tell the people about pizza night.
Yeah, what is that? I want to know.
It's not my thing. I don't.
You don't want to help out Sam?
I mean, I want to help Sam.
If you told me, hey, I should eat some pizza, I would do it. So
all right, it's called Pizza Night, and it's on. Does he do it on Twitch?
Yeah, he does it on Twitch.
Yeah, and he does it on Twitch, and he raises a bunch of money for different foundations every week. I think he changes it every week. It's pretty sweet. I've only tuned in a couple times because I have to work really early, but he's done some cool stuff on it. And anyone who's interested, Pizza Night or is it a Pizza Night?
It's a Pizza Night.
A Pizza Night on Twitch. So, and I honestly have besides from that, I have not watched any of these digital shows, and I've I don't know. It just I haven't even thought to, or it. I don't mean to be mean, but I don't know.
You got a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on.
Don't beat yourself up. Don't do it. You're doing all you can right now.
Thank you.
Okay. So Jason, are you guys playing that as KNOWSO? Are you playing that as?
I'm just doing a solo thing.
Cool. Very cool.
I'm not.
Drums?
I think I'm gonna do some drumming.
That'd be sweet.
I'm not sure actually.
No free jazz for this one?
I think I might do some free jazz.
That would be cool.
I'm gonna take advantage of the pre-record, make a weird video thing, I think, and just turn in this video. That'll be my set.
I want to talk more about videos and just like the entire cinematography that I feel like this project could go in the direction of. But I want to get through a couple more songs off of the LP before I ask about any sort of videos for KNOWSO. So we're going to listen to the second song off of your new album that comes out August 7th. What is the second song that is on here?
I believe it's called... Oh, I renamed the song. I don't know the name of it.
Isaac, what does it say?
I have it as Chosen One.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It is Chosen One. Okay. Cool. Yeah. It's the name. That's the name of the song.
Let's play it, and then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about it.
All right. It's about LeBron.
Wild eyes
So, are you a LeBron fan or a LeBron fanatic?
Whoa. That's not what those were the two options I thought you were gonna.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, I have been thinking about this recently. I'm actually just a LeBron fan because I think he's done some great things, and I love LeBron. I love everything about LeBron except I shouldn't even get into this, but because it sounds like I'm gonna be like a weird alt-right person because he is like weird about like this China stuff, and like I hate that he won't talk about China, and he also is like the celebrity go-to person and makes millions and millions of dollars for Nike, which is just like a terrible, awful company that has like sweatshops and like actual like children working in like these terrible conditions. So I'm just a fan of his.
Yeah. Maybe I should have said a critic.
No, I'm truly. I don't.
That wasn't what I was going for.
I'm definitely not anti-LeBron, but like it's a little nuanced now when I think about those kind of issues because you like I don't know you gotta look at it from all dimensions, and it's like just weird that he won't speak on that issue. I don't know. I don't like it.
Sometimes you have to adjust your way of thinking. Like, you get new information and you have to be okay with changing, your opinion of somebody or of issues once you have more information. So
yep.
I appreciate the critical thinking about LeBron.
Yep. And it has nothing to do with LA. Like I liked that he went to the Lakers. I thought it was cool. I'll sit back and watch that.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Who knows when? That's gonna be happening again. Let's hope. Let's hope that stays on schedule. But we'll know.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on with the new LP. What's our next song that we're gonna hear?
I'm sorry. I don't.
Prophecy.
Prophecy. Okay. Yeah. Prophecy. Yeah. I think this song is the single. Would you agree, Jason?
Wow. You're not even going to talk to me about that? You're just gonna bring it up right now?
There's no better place. I think there's 3 people watching live on YouTube right now.
Well,
so we can talk
hard decisions.
All right, yeah, fine. It's the single.
It means nothing, but yeah.
So you guys didn't like poll the audience, like you didn't have no PR representative contacted you to work it out?
No one cared to step in and direct us any one way or the other. So
we thought this was going to be our big break.
So I'm really happy that you're prioritizing the Live from Cleveland audience as makers here for tonight. Thank you.
If not for coronavirus, this song would be on the top, like the charts or whatever you call it. Huge. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna listen to it right now. You're on Live from Cleveland at Home with KNOWSO.
Take a bullet for a Bible and a phrase. Prophecy
That was Prophecy by KNOWSO. It's going to be on their new LP that's going to be coming out on August 7th. And it'll be up on Bandcamp, right? So knowso.bandcamp.com.
Oh, and Spotify. I like to promote the Spotify.
You would.
Because you can put it.
Trendy.
You can put it in the Instagram stories. I love that.
Oh, that is nice. I like that too.
Yeah, no one's ever going to click a link to anything anymore. So, like, you could just, if you just put in the Instagram story, but most people don't have their sound on. But
it's also easier to put in, like, a playlist, like, sandwich it in, and especially being the single, I'm sure we're going to see that on just Spotify.
Me and Jason were debating that during, like, while you're playing that song, and we might not be in agreement about it being the single. So we're gonna have a long talk after the Skype session.
Long.
You know, and drop it in the comments. Like, if people feel strongly about one over the other, like, this is really the time to make the hard decisions. You know, before the album comes out. This is the preview tonight. So, before we play the next song off of the album, I kind of wanted to bring up and ask if any of your other projects are ever gonna perhaps what do you call it when things, you know, meld together?
Merge
with KNOWSO, because you have been working pretty hard on Little Lion's Den, which is like a YouTube, Instagram kind of live, or not a live talk show, but it came from the little trivia show, which was a WRUW show.
Yeah.
So this is like the if you could watch that being taped, that's what Little Lion's Den is. So maybe tell people a little bit about that project.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and if you could ever see things kind of merging together.
Yeah, I'll talk about Little Lion's Den, and then I'll explain kind of my thought process on like my creative endeavors. So the Little Lion's Den is like it's like the most one of the most collaborative, like, creative efforts I've ever done. And so it came from me and Alex's radio show, or my radio show technically, on WRUW, where we just, like, it was like a fake conservative TV, like, talk show. I'll try to make this quick, but it evolved, like, and it was kind of like a spoof on, like, the Mike Trevisano show, and we evolved the characters in such, like, a deranged way that we're like, we shouldn't be giving credit to, like, we shouldn't, like, diminish this as just like a spoof. So we changed some character names and turned it into its own thing, and then had this idea to make it like this weird, low, like, creepy, middle of the night, like, talk show, like, variety show thing. And so we've been working really hard on that. It's been like the number 2, or it's been like up there with the thing I've been focusing on the most for a while now. But yeah, in terms of merging all my projects together, I don't ever really want to do that, because I think of my project, like, everything I'm involved in, and it's not just my projects. I want to make that clear, but the things I've, like, creatively involved myself in, like, if you were to think of like a 6-lane highway of like 6 semi trucks, like very, like, a centimeter close to each other, so they're just close enough to where they don't collide, all going the same exact speed right next to each other, like going 100 miles an hour down a freeway.
You get a job as a semi-truck driver.
Yeah.
That's all I only think in those terms now.
You're a trucker.
That's how a trucker thinks.
That's how a trucker.
That's
so
trucker thinking.
You're not changing lanes. You're straight ahead.
No, just comfortably, like, close, uncomfortably close.
That being said, do you think that KNOWSO will ever get a music video, like, especially right now where you can't be performing live? Is there ever going to be anything like that on the horizon?
Yeah, I totally want to. I haven't even talked to Jason about it. Me and Jason are scheduled. Me and Jason are scheduled to hang out. We're scheduled to hang out next week. So for the first time in a while, my friend is coming into town and he wants to do a music video with us, Jason. So.
Oh, really?
It should be fun. He's not coming into town for a while though, so but he wants to he does all those twisted VHS stuff with the you know what I'm talking about, the weird I don't know circuit bending,
Mm-hmm.
But he did all my friend Adam is coming into town for a couple weeks, and he messaged me 2 days ago and said, "Hey, can we make a KNOWSO music video when I get back?" And I said, "Yeah." So, I did. I was at work when he texted me. Sorry, Jason.
And that's it's good that you didn't text Jason because you were driving the truck. So
yeah, I read texts when I drive. I don't respond.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound safe.
That's still a little dicey.
Seems like it's kind of hard to. And you're staying in your own lane the whole time.
No, I'm not. I make sure before I read a text, I make sure that all lanes are clear so I can swerve as I'm reading.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta talk about the rest of these songs on the album because we're running out of time. So we're gonna listen to another track from the new KNOWSO album. Isaac, what do we have coming up next?
Calamine?
Yeah, I renamed that one, but I don't. Let's just go with Calamine.
That's okay.
Sky watching covers, that's where you draw the line. They're gonna cover me in calamine. Sky watching covers, that's where you draw the line. They're gonna cover me in calamine. We get past. Sky watching covers, that's where you draw the line. They're gonna cover me in calamine. I know there's something more than just black there. I'd love to find a way to get sucked into there. The planet change is not completely fascist. Survival of the fittest was a sad dream. I know there's something more than just black there. I'd love to find a way to get sucked into there. The planet change is not completely fascist. Survival of the fittest was a sad dream. Face to face with a bitch. Incremental change will kill an ocean. Yes, face to face with a bitch. Incremental change will kill an ocean. Yes, the overflow will boil you. This will boil you. The overflow will boil you. This will boil you. Sky watching covers, that's where they draw the line. They're gonna cover me in calamine. Laying in the grass, frozen green. Leaves are free, let me be. I know there's something more than just black there. I'd love to find a way to get sucked into there. The planet change not completely fascist. Survival of the fittest was a sad dream. I know there's something more than just black there. I'd love to find a way to get sucked into there. The planet change is not completely fascist. Survival of the fittest was a sad dream. Face to face with a bitch. Incremental change will kill an ocean. Yes, face to face with a bitch. Incremental change will kill an ocean. Yes, the overflow will boil you. This will boil you. The overflow will boil you. This will boil you. Sky watching coverage, that's where you draw the line. They're gonna cover me in calamine. We can pass. We can pass. We can pass.
So why did you rename the song? So you named it Calamine and it wasn't always named that, or?
Yeah. Well, we do this all the time. I guess it's kind of my fault. We don't name our songs. We don't have a name of a song, and then we record it, and then we kind of just name it something really quick based off of a word that's in the song. And then I just don't like how it looks or something on the track list, and nothing really matters anymore. Nothing. So I'll just change the song and that'll be it. There's this one song that we have called This Is My Town, and like I think on Spotify it's called "Me and My Friend's Town," and then on the track list it's called like "I Keep Seeing You Around." Why? Like it has three. It's listed as three different things. But I don't know. I just changed the names of the songs just for the specific, like just for the track list on the thing.
You gotta see what sticks.
Yeah.
All right, for this next track, Isaac.
Wrong calculator.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Oh, this one. Should we skip this one just for the sake of like? I mean, we're already out of time, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what song you want?
yeah, the one right after it.
Peaceful and Extinct.
Yeah, that's a good one to play.
All
Tell
right.
me a little bit about it before we start it.
It's like kind of like a Led Zeppelin cover.
Did you quote any Led Zeppelin in this one?
Yeah, like all the lyrics are Led Zeppelin, except for the chorus. And it's like this one wasn't just like I just took it for inspiration. I like it's actually like the rhythm and at least the rhythm and the lyrics from Over the Hills and Far Away, but with a totally different melody. So I don't know.
Cool. We're gonna hear that one right now on Live from Cleveland.
Many times I've gazed along the open road. Many times I've lied, and many times I've listened. Many times I've wondered how much there is to know. Many dreams come true, and some have silver linings. I live for my dream, and I'll pocket full of gold. Mellow is the man who knows what he's been missing. Many men can't see the open road. Mellow is the man. Mellow is the man. Many have I loved, and many times been bitten. Many times I've gazed along the open road. Many times I've lied, and many times I've listened. Many times I've wondered how much there is to know. Many dreams come true, and some have silver linings. I live for my dreams, and a pocket full of gold. Mellow is a man who knows what he's been missing. Many men can't see the open road. Mellow is the man.
All right, the sun's setting here in Cleveland, Ohio, and we are going to be wrapping things up with our listening party with KNOWSO. So, guys, if people want to listen to the entire album when it comes out, when and where can they go to hear the rest of these songs on August 7th?
August 7th would be the day. It's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be on it really, like, this website I upload the music to, it uploads to Napster. So it will be on Napster. So don't fret. It will be on Napster. It's also going to be on YouTube Music, Apple Music. Bandcamp is the big one because the artists get all the money. And it's also Drunken Sailor Records. They'll have it on their website, but we're going to get some copies, and we're probably just going to bring them to My Mind's Eye and Hausfrau. Is Hausfrau open?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah. Then Hausfrau and My Mind's Eye will have copies like the day of. We'll go and bring them over there. So
awesome. And then, it'll be featuring artwork by you. And one more time, what is the full name of that album? You can say it out loud, like, again, just for practice.
It's Specialtronics Green Vision. Awesome. with a little slash in there.
A little slash.
And you also, so you guys picked this last one for us to leave off the program with today, Digital God, right?
Yeah.
And tell us like a little bit about this track to lead out with.
It used to be called Another Unabomber, but Adam, who was like on this album, was telling us that Shag, the local band Shag, had a song about the Unabomber, and I was like, okay, we can't do it. We have to completely change the lyrics. So I rewrote the lyrics, and this song we've had forever, and we finally recorded it, and I finally had lyrics for it, and it's so slow and long that it was hard to write lyrics for, and yeah. Please enjoy, I guess. Jason, do you have anything to add about this one?
No, you pretty much covered it all, Nathan.
Well, hey, I really want to thank you, Nathan and Jason, for coming on tonight and bringing this new KNOWSO album to life from Cleveland. It was just what I needed. So thanks so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for making us feel like a band.
You guys can do it. You know, this is reality. You're still in reality.
I know.
Reality yet.
I know. It's hard to believe that, like, this is, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's very dissociative feelings lately.
It's very digital, but it's still real. So I know you guys are on the other end of your cameras there, and we're all listening into this together. So that's good.
Yeah, I'm supposed to hang out with Jason next week.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys.
Thanks. Yeah,
really stoked. And thank you everybody who tuned in tonight to watch the Live from Cleveland from Home listening party with KNOWSO. You can tune in to WRUW-FM tomorrow night, 91.1 here on your FM dial in Cleveland, or at WRUW.org tomorrow to listen live from 10 to 11 p.m. We're going to be rebroadcasting this interview with KNOWSO. And this will also be archived on our Facebook video page as well as our YouTube page. So if you missed any part of the interview, you want to watch the whole thing, listen to more songs, you can go there and it's all online. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your night. And this is Digital God by KNOWSO. See ya.